Welcome to my YouTube channel, Accounting with Francisco. So today I am going to continue your chapter 1 in your grade 10 textbook, Background of Business. So today we are going to discuss about the factors of production. So what are factors of production? Business needs resources to produce goods and services. Business needs resources to produce goods and services. Such resources are called factors of production. So that means the different resources that are used by a business to produce goods and services are called as factors of production. The different resources that are used by a business to produce goods and services are called factors of production. So here in this picture, you can see there are different resources which are used by business to produce goods and services. Like we have machines and vehicles, we have money, buildings, we have labor, we have this natural resources, land, water, so all those things. So you must know that we have 4 types of factors of production. We have 4 types of factors of production. So they are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So now let's discuss these factors of production in detail. First one, land. What is land? Land means all natural resources available are considered as land. All natural resources available are considered as land. It includes surface of the land and the inner parts of the land. So that means land means all natural resources available. All natural resources available. For example, block of land, and so that is a natural resource. And soil. Soil is also a natural resource. And water. Water is also a natural resource. Forest, minerals, petroleum. So all those things are natural resources. All those things are natural resources. So simply, the resources which are gifted by nature for us. So it can include the surface of the land or else the inner part of the land. So both come on the land, whether it is surface of land or inner part of the land. So these are the example for land. These are the examples. We'll move to the next one. Labor. What is meant by labor? Physical and mental effort of human in a business are considered as labor. Physical and mental effort of human in a business are considered as labor. So what is this physical and mental effort? So let's see this example for sure. Physical effort, cleaning staff, mining workers, and constructors. Mental effort, teaching engineers, managers, and accountants. Physical effort, labor means the labor which are incurring some kind of physical effort when they are working. So like cleaning staff. So cleaning staff, they have to incur physical effort. They have to incur a physical effort. So they have to clean. They have to use the soap, detergents, and all those things and clean. And mining work, constructors. So constructors, they have to deal with cement and all those things. So they have to incur physical effort. So constructors, they have to lift some heavy goods as well. They have to deal with machines and all those things. So they have to incur a physical effort. What mental effort? Now teaching. So do teachers have to lift weight, or else they have to use detergents to clean? And engineers, no. So they must use only the mental effort. In teaching, we must use only the mental effort. Engineers also, mental effort. So by thinking, it is possible to derive to the outcome. And managers, accountants. So they are incurring some mental effort. So this physical effort and mental effort, most of the time is tested in the exam. So remember, if they ask what are the 2 types of effort coming under labor factor of production, the answer is physical and mental effort. So you can say even physical and mental contribution, right? So remember this example. Next one, capital. Any man-made production aid used in the process of production is called capital. So, for example, building, money, machinery, vehicle. So, those things are man-made. That means humans are making them. Humans are making them. So, if I take now forest, is it coming under capital or land? Forest. So, is forest a man-made production? No. So then forest is coming under land because it's a natural resource. It is a resource which is gifted by nature. So the simple way to identify the difference between labor and capital is under land and capital. Under land, all natural resources gifted by nature include. Under capital, man-made production. That's mean to be capital, there should be some kind of human intervention. If there is human intervention, it is coming under capital. So if I take water, water is not capital. Water is coming under land because it is a resource gifted by nature. And capital now, if I take machinery, machinery is coming under capital. Why? Because there is human intervention. It is a man-made production. So in the exam, you must write this definition, but you can use that short way to remember those. So simply land means all natural resources available on earth, and capital means when there is some human intervention. Capital means when there is a human intervention. So buildings, machinery, vehicles, and those things. Next one, entrepreneurship. The role of arranging factors of production such as land, labor, and capital in order to start and conduct a business while taking risk, decision making, and creating innovation. Example, an innovative thinker starting a business with a new idea. Okay, so I'll explain this by a simple example. So let's say now in your school, there is a land. No, there is a land. And there are labor. Labor means there are teachers also. You have a land, there are teachers, and you have capital. So let's take the school building. You have the land, you have the teachers, and you have the school building as well. But let's say there is no one to take decision. There is no one to take decision. So then the school will be useless because there should be someone to take decisions in the school. So entrepreneurship is very important because under entrepreneurship, the entrepreneur arranges the factors of production such as land, labor, and capital. So entrepreneur is the one who conduct the business while taking the risk and makes decisions and create innovation. So like this Steve Jobs. So he is an entrepreneur. He has make a new idea, right? So those entrepreneurs are taking decisions and creating innovations. So for entrepreneurship, you can write even starting a sole proprietorship business or starting a new business. So as a summary, you must remember we have four factors of production. We have four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So these factors of production you must remember with examples. You must remember the definitions with example, and especially the under labor, there are two types of effort: physical effort and mental effort. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe and like my video. Let's see with another lesson very soon. Thank you very much.